What's up, fight fans? This is Boxing Knowledge coming at you once again. I just recorded a video about potential opponents for Manny Pacquiao, just in case his fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. does not come to fruition. What can I say, guys? It would be a darn shame, but you know what? I got a lot of time on my hands and I'm loving it. So let's talk about it, guys. Who can Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Oh yeah, and this video is Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s potential opponents. You know, I got about 3 names right there that I can see that Floyd Mayweather Jr. can fight. I'm talking about Paul Williams, Kermit Cintron, and Sergio Martinez. If this fight doesn't happen, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s business at welterweight will be done. He already beat the lineal champion at welterweight, which is Sugar Shane Mosley. Assuming he can't fight Pac-Man. Who else is going to fight Andre Berto? Come on, guys. That's not going to happen. So I guess logically we're going to say he's going to ascend to the junior welterweight division. I'm sorry, junior middleweight division. Or maybe even possibly make Paul Williams come down at 147 to fight. That would be smart. So let's talk about it, guys. Before I get into it, I got a message. Nap, dude, I forgot your number. I forgot your text. I mean, I had it, but I deleted. My phone got all fucked up, bro, and I lost your number. When you see this video, shoot me a text, or give me a call, so I can have your number again, because I totally misplaced it, dude. I don't know what happened. My phone's been acting crazy lately. But yeah, let's get to it, guys. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. were to fight Paul Williams at 154, at 147, I think he'd beat him. Doesn't matter. I think he'd beat him more convincingly at 147, obviously. But if he fights him at 154, I think he's going to outbox him. And I'll tell you why. I used to think the contrary, in fact. I used to think that if Paul Williams could land a fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr., he would beat him because of the volume of punches, because of his style, because he's a southpaw. But when I think of Paul Williams against Floyd Mayweather Jr., I can't help but to make a slight comparison to Tommy Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Now, and I'm not talking about styles. I'm talking about body structure, you know? Obviously, Tommy Hearns and Paul Williams sharing a significant height advantage as well as the reach advantage. They're both tall, lanky guys with, I mean, Tommy Hearns, I think, had more power. But, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard was able to get inside. Again, wait, totally different style than Mayweather. Leonard engaged a lot more often than Mayweather did, but Mayweather has better defense. So, the long and short of it, I believe that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would be able to just figure Paul Williams out and outbox him and win a decision over Paul Williams. Especially since Paul Williams has shown vulnerability in his last 2 fights. I think the fight with Cintron, even though it was only, 3-4 rounds, it showed a lot, you know? It showed that Paul Williams is a little bit vulnerable, you know, to people who can keep their distance and counterpunch him successfully. And who's the best at counterpunching? You got to go with Floyd Mayweather Jr. So from a technical boxing aspect, I think that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would take Paul Williams. So that's that, you know. Feel free to challenge that and make a case for Paul Williams. I just don't see him being able to outpoint Mayweather, and I don't see him being able to hurt Mayweather. I think that he'd beat Sergio Martinez at 154 too. I think that Martinez would be a harder fight for him at than Paul Williams, because he's a natural southpaw. Obviously, he's a little bit more slick. He's quicker than Paul Williams. He's a little bit more, you know, unorthodox, you know, and presents a bigger inconvenience and hassle when you're talking about style. So, you know, I don't see Mayweather wanting to fight Sergio Martinez for his for his junior middleweight title versus picking Paul Williams. You know, I just don't see it. So, but if they were to fight, I think Mayweather would beat Martinez as well. I think that Mayweather would be able to impose his speed, would be able to frustrate Martinez. I don't think Martinez could find him as easily as he did Paul Williams. Um, so I think he'd beat him too. And I got to go with Kermit Cintron, throw him in the mix there. I think, again, if they fought at welter or junior middleweight, I think that Mayweather would eventually just cruise to a unanimous decision. More easier with Kermit Cintron versus Williams and Martinez. So those are the three potential opponents that I see Mayweather facing if this fight doesn't go through. If he faces these guys, any of these guys, you got to give it up to Mayweather. Mayweather, dare I say, he's been on a slight redemption journey. He was very humble in victory against Mosley. He fought Mosley. You got to give him credit for that. Better late than never. I mean, that's my philosophy, guys. It's not how you start. It's how you finish, all right? It's always better late than never. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has the potential to fight, to give us 2 more good years of great fights. And if he can choose his opponents, based on quality and skill and challenge himself, these last 2 years, he has a very good shot at preserving his legacy. His legacy has been somewhat tarnished. I mean, that is undisputed. That cannot be argued. There will forever be an unofficial asterisk next to Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s name for avoiding the top welterweights during his welterweight reign. But if he can somehow right now fight the best guys out there at junior middleweight, welterweight, or anywhere near that, I mean, can we blame him? Can we say, oh, no, you can't do that, or you know what, you're past your prime, you can't fight these guys? No. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is on a redemption path right now, I believe. So I'm not as hard on him as I used to be, because see, that's all we wanted, Floyd. That's all we wanted. We wanted you to fight the best. Win, lose, or draw, we would have loved you. That's all we wanted, bro. I'm like your harshest critique, bro. I mean, I said critique. Sorry, I'm like your harshest critic. I criticize Floyd all the time because he just doesn't fight guys who are his size. That will forever linger over his head, but if he can find a way to challenge himself on whatever time he has left in his boxing career, remember, it's that last impression that's going to stand out. It's like when you do good all your life. You have an excellent reputation, and in the end, you screw it up somehow. People are going to find it harder for you to remember all your achievements. That last bad thing is going to stick in their minds. Well, I want to say it works both ways. I would forget all those wasted years of not fighting top legitimate welterweights if you could put two or three more good fights with elite opponents. I'd be willing to forget. I'd be willing to forgive and forget and say, you know what, Floyd? You deserve all the accolades. Everything that you've gained in your career. I'm willing to look past the fact that you didn't fight a legitimate welterweight or championship caliber welterweight, world-class welterweight, better yet said, during your welterweight reign. Yeah, I mean, what can I say, guys? That's my opinion. All right, so there you have it. Floyd Mayweather Jr. against these 3 guys. I think he beat them all. Leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, boxing is intelligence, guys. Don't forget that.